just walking literally along the coastline. Where are we eating tonight?
Mexican.
Mexican.
Hola.
¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás?
Sí.
What a boat! We're in a kayak. Good morning. It's been a busy morning. First of all, how was the Mexican for you last night? Bob on. It was so good. And Oliver didn't smash any glasses like last year.
Bonus. Run that clip now. Good one.
Yeah. What did we have? I had a taco por something. It's really good. I had a really nice soft
But it's
taco.
basically a wrap.
Yeah.
But I had something that was nice, and I had a chimichanga. It was very nice. Probably best food for me so far.
Really? It was very enjoyable. And this morning we got up at the crack of dawn to
Half of it because Abby's incapable.
we got up early and we went
Kayaking.
crystal kayaking, didn't
Crystal kayaking, so we could see the sea floor underneath us, which was quite terrifying but also really cool.
we? Yeah, it was really cool, but I don't think we saw it was as clear
As we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's not as like the water was crystal clear, but the boat itself. But it was really cool. But they're a lot more unsteady than the kayaks, aren't they?
Yeah.
So like you get
Getting
used
in
to
and out
it.
was a bit of
Oh
a
my God.
handful.
We got off at this, you'll see some, well you probably would have seen, we got off at this most stunning beach and but when we tried to get off,
killed everyone.
yeah, the G's got off first and because the tide was just so strong we just went crashing into George. It must have hurt him more than he let on because we did proper just smash into him, didn't we? Then the boat tipped and we kind of just fell out.
Hashtag sorry George.
Yeah, sorry George.
Is the mic on?
But the beach was stunning, wasn't it?
So
and it meant we could have a swim and George had a snorkel and stuff. But we saw so many magical fishes and stuff.
Yeah, and now relax time.
Relaxation time. We did see so much rubbish though, didn't we?
I picked a bit out to see.
Did you?
Yeah.
We us and this other Spanish family went racing over because there was like this big blue. Why are you doing that?
Because my arm hurts.
We saw this big blue. Well, we thought it might have been a large fish, didn't we? And it was like glittering, like glimmering blue.
We were so excited to see
Yeah.
it, like really cool fish, and then we realised it was a plastic bag, and we were like fuming. But
It's a shame.
is what it is.
It was a really good morning. We really enjoyed it, didn't we?
It was good.
So now it's time for some sunbathing, some relaxing.
And some paella.
Paella later.
Yep.
We actually look half presentable, which is very rare during the day.
Speak for yourself.
About an hour ago, I was literally dripping sweat like a lollipop.
Gross. Like a lollipop that drips sweat.
You know what I mean? I was melting.
Anyway, so we're gonna go and get some tapas now. Going out for the day, and then we got some football later, and then where are we?
At the steakhouse tonight for some burgers. So another exciting day in the sun.
Yeah. So enjoy. We're getting to the end of week 2 now, which is.
We've only got 3 days left.
Which is sad.
It's devastating. So here we are today. R&R, Man United won 3-2 against.
Touch that video you right there. Legend. Oh, she did not like that. Oh.
This is it. Our last.
Going out night.
It's just all come around so soon. What have we done today? When was the last time we spoke to you? Are you okay?
No.
Oh. I'm trying to think the last time we spoke. Can you remember?
Tree.
What did we do yesterday? Oh, I tell you.
Touch cup.
Oh yeah. We went
Steakhouse.
We went for a walk, obviously, didn't we? But we're going to do that
will
in a
be out
separate.
next.
Yeah, that'll be out next week.
And it's a good hike.
Belter of a one. It was meant to be training for the Mighty Hike, which we have coming up on the 9th.
And it may have gone further.
It might
we
have
won't
gone
reveal much
No,
more.
we won't. It just might not be what any of us expected, to be honest.
Danger.
Anywho, but yesterday we went and had some really nice tapas, didn't we? Just the two of us.
Yeah, and then we met up with everyone in the late afternoon, watched some football again and some rugby, and
Played a bit of touch cup, drank way
got
too
dangerous, and then bloody gusts and all sorts.
much. The weather was insane. We were out we had some like amazing burgers last night at a restaurant, and the wind just picked up. It's like literally just somebody decided to switch on the wind machine.
Because it's still a little bit windy now, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was
But it was fine today. But we've had a few like this tree behind us was
On the
over
floor.
and all that jazz.
all sorts was happening.
Carol's been blown into the pool.
You're horrible. That'd be awkward.
But yes, so it's our last night out. We call it the Courtyard. It's got some Spanish name, but it's all like paella, chorizo, tapas, pil,
Pil.
prawns and garlic, for those who don't know. all that jazz. So it's proper Spanish, which is quite a nice way to end.
Yeah. But then
2
tomorrow
weeks.
we are just using leftover stuff and having nachos. So
Yeah.
fun. Spanish.
So come along on our last night out in Nihal. You just tried your first herring, Oliver. So how was it?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's very, very vinegary. But is that a bad thing? I don't know. It's quite nice though.
It's just a
You should.
big slimy vinegary thing, isn't it?
You should like it.
Very oily.
Very good.
Our last morning swim. We say that we're in 2 minds maybe of doing it before the flight tomorrow.
Depends how stressful it's going to be.
Yeah, we'll see how we're feeling tomorrow and how prepared we are, how prepared we get tonight basically. It also depends how much we drink and stuff, so there's so many variables. We're going to head out for some breakfast now.
Some pastries, some smoothies.
Yeah, and just to try and enjoy it. We will enjoy it.
Try and do a depressing last day. Well, I forgot my sunglasses.
Oh, I've got mine. Yeah, now they can see how depressed we are.
Are we in focus?
Yeah, now we are, I can see. I don't know,
So-
where do we start?
We're stranded in Spain.
That's a good book title, isn't it?
Stranded in Spain. Our flight's been cancelled.
We won't say which airline it is, but I think most people will work it out because we're not the only ones. There's,
Thousands.
yeah,
So, thanks.
you know who you are. I think what's upsetting the most is that we got it. So our flight's midday today, and I woke up for a wee at 1 o'clock in the morning. Just literally went for a wee, got back into bed, struggled to sleep a little bit, so went to turn my audiobook on and realised I'd got a text come through from the airline company at 12 o'clock in the morning. So
Bear in
literally an
mind, our
hour
flight
before.
was in 12 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, so 12 hours before our flight, get a message going, oh, we're so sorry that your flight's cancelled.
We're like, what?
What?
Abby wakes up, she sat over me, I'm like, video, what are you doing? She's like, oh yeah, flight's cancelled.
So then we go up the rest of the house because some of them are booked with the same airline. Some of them were clever and weren't.
But
Some of them were
they're not cancelled, just ours.
just asked. Literally just asked.
So we've had to book a new flight to Leeds. and then we're gonna have to find a way from Leeds to Manchester. Great.
So that's 3 days of work we're missing out on.
Extra flights we've had to pay for.
Extra flights we've had to pay for. Luckily, hopefully we'll be able to get to my uncle's. I don't know how we're going to get there.
No.
Oh, how we're going to pay for extra transfers. Like, it all just adds up so quickly, like all the extra money they expect you to. And I know, like, I think eventually we will get the money back. But now in our current situation, we need to fork out so much money because of their fuck up.
Yeah, so...
We're not in a... I've never been so upset to be... I think another sad thing is that we were actually not... Obviously, we loved the holiday and everything, but we were
ready to go home. It was a good closing point.
Yeah, and you know, we've got our new flat and everything, like somewhere we enjoy being, and we're excited to get back. And I'd only just started a new job, so I was happy to get back to that. And now all that's just...
Gone kapish.
Yeah, so... It's going to be a bit of a depressing end to what was a really, really nice holiday.
But hopefully you'll see us get back to Manchester at some point.
At some point in this life.
So we've decided to come for a coffee. Look at it, we've got all our suitcase and luggage here.
We just found out that it's a much bigger problem than we thought. There's thousands of people stranded, isn't there? All over the shop. So
Not good.
we've luckily got my uncle coming to rescue us. Amen to Uncle Trev.
Stress. We got coffee though.
So it's now Wednesday. We're obviously still in Spain. Obviously. It was a bit of a stressful one yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. But luckily, I think we did quite well to overcome it. And luckily, you've got family.
We're so lucky that my uncle lives about an hour out of Nearhar, where we were. So, bless him, gave him a call, he came and grabbed us. So we're just gonna ride it out here until... I say ride it out! Like, obviously it's a pretty gorgeous place to...
No, turn that way. No. Fucking idiot.
We'll show you the view properly in a minute. So yeah, we're just trying to... Obviously, I keep saying like we're trying to be positive, but like, it is really flustering, and you've always had that underlying stress that, like, you know, our other flight's not going to work out, something else is going to go wrong. So you just always have that bubbling. So like, as happy we are and as grateful as we are, it's
Hopefully we'll be able to actually get home.
Yeah,
when we've booked another flight for.
Yeah, I think that's what's the underlying stress is. But we're really trying to stay positive and not let that niggle ruin what is, an extra 3 days in paradise, really.
Yeah, exactly.
So we're walking into the village now.
Albondon.
Have a couple of tapas and stuff, and yeah, then we're just going to really take this next few days as a real chill, because
try and not stress ourselves out.
Yeah, and Nearhar we did so much in the day, like we were hiking, swimming, running, kayaking, like there was a lot going on. So it is actually quite nice to just, like, you don't have the urge to do anything because these extra 3 days are
Plus we are a bit in the middle of nowhere.
We are in the middle of nowhere, so we're just really taking this time, like, you know what, we can have a lie-in. Because we'd always wanted to get up there. I know, that was a lie for us. We were getting up at like 7:30 most days in Nearhar because we wanted to make the most of the holiday and the sunshine and doing bits. So, because these days are like a bonus, but like, you know what, let's just chill, have lions, enjoy the sun, read, relax.
So hopefully you've seen all the panic in this video, but obviously we don't know,
so hopefully the rest of it will be nice and we can do a nice closing video on our flight to Leeds. We tell you we're going right country, wrong city, but
we'll figure it out.
It's all good.
We'll do a nice sit down when we get back and we'll talk properly how it was and what happened.
I don't quite know how you're going to navigate this.
Well, I'm already stood on it, by the way. 1, go.
We're back.
Yay.
It's been a week tomorrow since we managed to get home. It was a bit of a palaver, but we managed to get to the airport. Border control was a bit of a mess, wasn't it?
Queues were hectic, but we got through border control like for 2 hours towards our flight, and usually that's like a stupid idea, but we just wanted to get through, waiting for our flight so that there was no stresses or dramas or anything.
Yeah, for sure. Managed to get on our flight, all A-okay, landed in Leeds.
Bloody Leeds!
Got to speaking to some other people, and we definitely weren't the only ones in this sticky situation. A lot of people had to take matters into their own hands, and their airlines weren't.
Because if we didn't, we would have got back yesterday.
Yeah.
Which is nuts. Like, we've got jobs to go to and that. So
we were speaking to a couple that her partner's on medication. They only brought enough medication to last them the time they were on holiday. Luckily, they bought a little bit excess, but they were saying the amount of time they didn't have an extra week's worth. They had like an extra few days worth, so they needed to get back on that Friday. So yeah, it's just disappointing that a lot of the airlines just they did little to nothing to help everybody get back home.
Anyway, luckily we made it back to the country, wrong city, but we then decided to get an Uber because we looked at trains and trains were striking, so
just to top off
thanks
everything.
trains. And then we could have got a coach, but it was just so much more stress and hassle for us to go from Leeds Bradford Airport to Leeds, which is a 20-minute journey anyway, when it's actually only just under an hour back to here anyway. So
by the time we'd forked out for all the different Transport Link tickets, because we'd have to get different tickets for each different Transport Link, we might as well have just got an Uber. It would have been a similar. It would have been like £2 or £3 difference.
So we got an Uber home. 60 quid later, we made it.
We made it.
Fun. But on a lighter note, we have got good videos coming up. So next week, look out for it, or this week technically, and then next week's as well. We're doing the Mighty Hike. If you haven't already, please donate what you can, because we're doing it for charity, for Macmillan Cancer Support. So thank you, and we will see you soon.